G surpasses 10,000 career passing yards in this game. How about that? And Deebo Samuel, he's now sort of the Cordell Patterson of the West Coast. He'll run it. He'll catch it. He'll do anything he can to get in the end zone. It seems to find it every single week. Niners cover the spread. They're given 6.5, and the under came in at 45.5. But it's been nothing but a kind of functional thing lately for Jimmy G. And again, he passed 10,000 career yards in this game. But in the last 4 starts, we're talking about an 8-to-1 touchdown to turnover ratio. And that dog will hunt as a result. Niners get to 500. They are 5-5. All right, so Jonathan Jones, the 49ers get it done. They're 5-5. Do we start to believe that in an NFC where the Saints aren't great, the Vikings have been up and down, you got sort of a 6th and 7th spot that is available, can this be a playoff team despite the division that they're in?
Yes. I mean, but it's not based off this game, right? It's not based off them beating the Jacksonville Jaguars and beating them by 20 points. It's based off of them beating the LA Rams from a week or two ago. That's what this is about. It's about a Jimmy Garoppolo. You mentioned a functional sort of Jimmy Garoppolo. That's all that he needs to be for them to make the playoffs. Can they win a Super Bowl with Jimmy Garoppolo? I think that we've asked that question, and we have since answered that question. But the defense under DeMeco Ryans was underachieving there for a stretch this season. Seems to be picking it up. Again, it's against the Jags, and they have a number of issues. But this is a San Francisco 49ers team that in an NFC, in an NFL where it seems like parity is at an all-time high. I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment, but the sort of upsets that we have seen, the close games that we're seeing. Yeah, I mean, why can't they, a team that is rattling off a couple of wins now and seems to have a good thing going with Jimmy Garoppolo? We just saw the graphic the last 4 games, how he's taking care of the football, how he's scoring the football, how Deebo Samuel, just get the football in his hands. George Kittle back healthy, defense getting healthier. Yeah, I think that this is a San Francisco 49ers team that could make the playoffs. I guess I would be more comfortable saying I'm not going to rule them out. If you put them in the hunt in a graphic, I'll say, yeah, that's okay.
I'm going to give them a little more credit for today because we talk about the idea of maybe a flat spot here or there, right? And Monday night, big divisional win. Short week, cross country, 10 a.m. local start. And this would have been the perfect game for them to come out sluggish, start slow, and be like, all right, we'll kind of get there, like a 10-speed bike. You start pedaling slowly, and then we'll eventually. They came out flying with a big drive, one of the longest in the history of the NFL, and it was 10-0 and then 17-0, and they didn't let Jacksonville, who had won 2 straight at home, even have a semblance of opportunity to win this game. Do you give them enough credit for sort of the way they won? I mean, I get it. It's Jacksonville. I'm not unsympathetic to your point.
Right.
I'm just saying that they didn't allow a bad team to even hang around for a second on a week where maybe they wouldn't have had the same focus that they've had coming off all those.
No, and I would agree with that. I mean, anyone who has played or coached the NFL will tell you week by week it is very difficult, very hard to win in the NFL. And so we sitting back here behind the desk can very easily say, all right, it was Jacksonville. Well, you know, the Tennessee Titans earlier today might have said, all right, it's Houston, right? Last week, the Pittsburgh Steelers could have said, all right, it's Detroit. These things do happen, and this year it seems that they are happening with great frequency. So would any of us have been surprised if Jacksonville came out here and beat the San Francisco 49ers? I don't think it would have been a huge shock. It was in the realm of possibilities. And so, yes, we do have to take it at face value. But at the same time, this is a 49ers team that, EK, to your point, handled the Jags throughout and never took their foot off the gas, never took their foot off of the Jags' neck, never let them back into the game, stymied Trevor Lawrence the entire time. And so because of that, yeah, I would absolutely agree with that assessment. The Niners won this one very legitimately.
And speaking of that, straight ahead, the best team in football just got clocked by the worst team in football. How did that happen? How did it go down? We'll explain straight ahead. Yeah, HQ.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.